Well, hello. This is to be an IFR flight from Dundee to Barra. Barra, a lovely island off the west coast of Scotland, but it does not have a runway. This, in fact, is the runway. Only two types of passenger aircraft visit Barra. This is one, the Britain-Norman Islander, and the other one is the Twin Otter, 300. We'll be flying an IFR flight using low altitude airways, taking us on a route north to Inverness and then west to Skye. We'll be navigating by GPS navigation, VOR and ADF navigation. Hopefully the weather will be like this, but don't hold your breath. Well, hello, welcome to Dundee. Today we're going to be flying the Twin Otter from Dundee to Barra. The Twin Otter, one of Logan Air's two Twin Otters. Logan Air, Scotland's airline. We start the flight with rain and 20 knot wind from the northeast. The aircraft I've chosen to fly is the Aerosoft Twin Otter. The simulated aircraft and livery seen here is currently used by Logan Air to fly out to Barra. Boarding please.
Ready to board passengers. Radios select on. Captain, parking brake set.
Back to service, Captain. Boss.
Open all doors.
Just a moment.
Hello Skipper, it's me, Simon. I'll coordinate the various ground services. If you happen to need ground services, just let me know.
Okay, I'll get someone to open the cabin door, Commander.
Warning, passenger door.
Will do. Ramp services.
I'm listening.
Time to bring the passengers.
Master,
Ladies and gentlemen,
button
welcome on
press.
board our
Boarding
flight today.
passenger.
Please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartment. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any items in the cabin, please bring us to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also review the safety instruction in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
After
I
boarding
guess it's
please.
time for me to leave. See you next.
Okay, Captain.
Hi Captain, the passenger boarding is complete and I have the load sheet here for you when you're ready.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Ground cockpit.
Okay,
Agreed,
thanks.
Commander.
Just a moment.
You're welcome. After boarding please.
Okay, Captain.
Hi Captain, the passenger boarding is complete and I have the load sheet here for you when you're ready.
May I help, boss?
Ground cockpit.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, close the doors please.
Okay, thanks.
Skipper.
Bear with me for a
You're
second.
welcome. Pre-start checklist.
Pre-start checklist. Control lock.
Off.
Parking brake.
Set.
Handles.
In.
Emergency fuel switches.
Normal.
Emergency pumps.
Off.
Fuel selector.
Normal.
Boost pumps.
Off.
Static source.
Normal.
Vent fan.
Off.
Inverter switch.
Select.
De-icing switches.
Off.
Cabin lighting and signs.
Cabin lighting on.
Cabin lights off already.
On.
Bleed air switches.
Off.
Probe heat.
Off.
Generator switches.
Off.
Bus tie switch.
Normal.
Flap handle.
Up.
Fuel levers.
Off.
Propeller levers.
Feather.
Power levers.
Flight idle.
Windshield heat.
Off.
Wipers.
Off.
Landing lights.
Off.
Ignition switch.
Normal.
DC master.
On.
Battery. Switch.
Battery.
Bus. Voltage.
Checked.
Caution. Lights.
Checked.
Fire. Detection.
Test.
Fire. Bell.
On then off.
Fuel. Quantity.
Checked.
Fuel. Indicators.
Tested.
Pre-start. Checklist complete.
So from the Aerosoft fuel planner, we've loaded 15 passengers, 330 pounds of baggage, cargo, and distance 221 nautical miles. So we've loaded 1,112 pounds of fuel. What's our fuel quantity?
Bear with me for a second, boss. Fuel quantity on board is very near 0.5 tons. If you fancy, that's 1,100 pounds.
Thank you.
That's very kind from you.
What's the weather?
Let me grab the latest Met report, Cap. Wind 10 at 10 knots. Sailing and visibility okay. Looks like it's raining. Cloud base is not reported. Outside temperature is 12 degrees Celsius. Dew point is not reported. QNH 29.47 inches. In other words, 998 millbars.
Set QNH 998.
Adjusting altimeter 998 millbars. If you don't mind to cross-check.
Cross-checked. Radio's on. My switches. Over to weather.
Okay, confirm frequency.
124.8.
Cheers.
Golf, Papa, November, local ATIS information. India, winds 020 at 10, visibility 10 kilometers or more. Rain, clouds, broken 5,500, broken 4,000, view 5,000, temperature 12, dew point 12, QNH 999, landing and departing, runway 10.
Over to clearance.
India, winds 020, visibility 10 kilometers or
122
more.
decimal
Clouds,
9.
broken
Yeah, radio 1
5,000,
now on ground.
100, broken 4,000, view
Set
5,000,
110.4
temperature 12, dew point
Nav
12, QNH 999, landing and departing, runway 10.
VOR 2 110 decimal 4.
Set nav 1 track 272.
Setting track 270.
Set nav 2 track 270.
Selecting nav 2 course 270.
Set ADF 1394.
ADF 1394.0.
First waypoint frequencies and headings set. Okay, takeoff briefing. Our takeoff weight's 11,600. We'll take off at flaps 10, V1 ref 65. We'll fly runway heading, climb to 400 when I'll ask for flaps up, and after takeoff flow. I'll set climb power and propeller reference 80%. We'll climb at VREF 85 knots, 1100 feet per minute, up to assigned altitude. We'll follow ATC assigned altitudes up to our cruise of 12,000. Any questions? Ground, this is Logan 231 at stand 3 with information mic for ATC clearance to Barra.
Logan 231, ground cleared to Echo Golf Papa Romeo by published departure procedures. Then, as filed, climb to altitude 3,000 feet, squawk 5473, departure frequency 122.9.
Roger, clear to Barra is filed. Climb and maintain 3000, squawk 5473. First frequency on departure 122.9. Logan 231.
Logan 231, read back correct.
Postcode 40 Mike, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Ground Logan 231, request push and start.
Logan 231, cleared to push. Start at your discretion. Contact ground when you're ready. On 122.9.
Postcode 40 right,
Clear to push,
vacate
Logan
next right,
2-2.
into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Full engine start, please.
Starting both engines. Propeller 2 clear, 4 start, fuel levers both off, power levers idle, boost pumps forward and aft on, start switch engaged, engine 2 N2 12%, opening fuel lever, engine 2. Oil pressure okay, no warnings, engine 2 running. Starting engine number 1. N1 12%, opening fuel lever, engine 1. Start valve open, engine 1. N2 fuel flow, engine 1. Still no ignition, cap. Engine 1 start, complete, generator 1 switched on, generator 2 selected on, pressures okay, no warnings, both propellers forward, out or feather, captain, both engines running and normal, starter cutout, engine 1.
Thank you.
That's very kind from you.
Thanks.
448, vacate
My
right,
pleasure.
into the apron of Victor, parking stand 5. Pick up stand.
After engine start checklist.
After engines start checklist. Compass and gyros.
Check.
Caution lights.
Check.
Altimeter.
Set.
After engines start checklist complete.
Thank you.
Forget it.
Pratt & Whitney Canada PT6 turboprop. The power turbine and propeller shaft sections are independent. They're connected with a fluid coupling, similar to an automotive torque converter. The igniter starts only the gas generator, making the engine easy to start in cold weather. The gas generator section air enters through the air inlet screen into the low pressure axial compressor. This is 3 stages. The air then flows into a single stage centrifugal compressor through the annular reverse flow combustion chamber, and finally through a single stage compressor turbine that powers the compressors to 4500 rpm. The hot gas from the gas generator section then flows into a separate power section of the engine containing a single stage power turbine driving the power takeoff system at about 30,000 rpm. For turboprop use, this powers a 2-stage planetary output reduction gearbox which turns the propeller at a speed of 1900 to 2200 rpm. The exhaust gas then escapes through 2 side-mounted ducts in the power turbine housing. The engine is arranged such that the power turbines are mounted inside the combustion chamber, reducing overall length. In most aircraft installations, the PT6 is mounted backwards in the nacelle so that the intake side of the engine is facing the rear of the aircraft. This places the power section in front of the nacelle, where it can drive the propeller directly without the need for a long shaft. Intake air is usually fed to the engine via an underside mounted duct, and the 2 exhaust outlets are directed for taxi flow.
Before taxi flow, roger. You, taxi lights on, roll.
Right, you can go ahead and give the passengers their safety taxi brief now, thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today.
448, vacate right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 5. Pick up stand 5, 448.
There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on board this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, the lighted information signs and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap of the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times.
EC639, taxi uniform, warning point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, EC639.
Okay, just to recap, what's our VR?
Positive on that one, it's 65 knots.
What's our V1?
No problem, it's 65 knots.
And what's our V2?
Positive on that one, it's 75 knots.
What's our VREF?
86 knots.
Thank you.
No worries, at your service.
So just to recap, what's the runway in use?
Stand 11.
Positive on that one, it's runway 10.
27 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester
runway 10 is
124.2 by. 142, Delta 2, clear
Let's
takeoff,
check.
210
Hold on.
degrees,
Runway
19.
10, length 4,500 feet. Translated to other units, it's 1,300 meters.
So we're anticipating icing conditions on the climb up to cruise altitude of 12,000. So we'll have the anti-ice systems on at takeoff. My switch is propeller ice on, intake anti-ice on, wing inspection light on, and we'll extend the intake deflector. De-icer boots fully auto on fast.
Touchdown 40 right, vacate next right.
Wing outer,
Victor,
wing inner.
parking stand 8.
Right stabiliser, left stabiliser. Probe heat on.
Pitot heat on.
Touchdown 40 right.
Windshield heat on.
Window heat. Selected on.
Are you sure? Confirm window heat on. And my switch. Window heat now on.
Departure Golf Alpha Lima.
142, Delta 2,
Trim set for takeoff.
25 clear takeoff,
To the
210 degrees.
Confirmed aileron trim 0.
I am 0. Fly heading 22.
Run the before taxi flow. Run the before taxi flow again, please. Clear on the left.
Clear right. Captain. Flaps. I do confirm, Captain.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 10. Selected.
Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or in the lavatory. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located over your
EC639, taxi uniform on point Alpha 2. Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, EC639. Metric 43, proceed to Sierra. Mike. 27 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 Mike. 142, Delta 27 Victor Foxtrot, good morning. Tap 25 Sierra, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Logan 231, monitor tower 122.9er.
Roger, over to tower, Logan 231. Over to tower.
Cheers. Can't do better. Can you, boss?
Monitor tower 122.9er.
Roger, over to tower, Logan 231. Tower Logan 231 is with you, holding runway 10.
Departure Golf Alpha Lima Whiskey Kilo is with you. Leaving flight level 1054. Flight level 150.
Golf Alpha Lima Whiskey Kilo. Radar contact. Climb flight level 150. Fly heading 225.
Climb flight level 150. Fly heading 225. Golf Alpha Lima Whiskey Kilo.
762 knots approved. Temperatures set.
Logan 231. Tower runway 10. Line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Logan 231. Runway entry procedure.
Confirm. Runway entry procedure.
Yep.
Cheers. State. Runway.
Runway 10.
Runway and heading confirmed. Landing lights selected on. Navigation lights switched on. Auto feather on. Strobe lights selected
Yes,
on.
go
Emergency
ahead.
lights.
Hi,
on.
Captain.
Flight
Cabin is ready for takeoff.
Transponder
Yes, thanks for that.
Clear for runway entry.
Clear on the left.
Clear right, Captain.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
474, I've word with the apron control line. He's going to get onto the apron services and they should be out here very shortly.
Departure Golf Alpha Lima Whiskey Kilo is with you. Leaving flight level 10.
Channel 474, line up and wait, runway 27.
Line up 127, 474. Contact 762 off the departing F27, runway 27, line up and wait.
Before takeoff flow.
Before take-off. Trim set flaps, set flight instruments, checked radios, set propeller levers, forward, autofan on, engine instruments, checked lead, air, left and right, anti-ice, before take-off complete. That's very kind.
1, winds 020 at 10, runway 10, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Logan 231.
Flybe 676, clear takeoff 27 right, wind calm.
Power set.
Take off power set. Acceleration confirmed.
$65 knots.
V1 rotate 65 go.
Flybe 676, contact London 118.82.
18 knots.
1892, good
V2. If it's at all possible. Cross-check.
Flybe 982 Golf, clear takeoff 279, wind 270 degrees 4 knots.
400 feet, flaps up.
Flaps coming up.
After takeoff flow.
Plus 400 after
Logan
takeoff.
231,
Flaps
QNH
confirmed.
Niner,
Up taxi
Niner,
lights
7.
switched off. Autofan. Seatbelt warning lights.
Roger.
No.
Logan
3
231.
center. Passenger signs. Captain. Climb. Power set. 485. V. Ref. Yaw. Damper. Switch on cap. After
Logan
takeoff
231,
complete.
contact departure 122 decimal 9er.
Roger, over to departure, Logan 231. Departure, Logan 231 is with you.
Logan 231, QNH 1000.
Set QNH 1000.
Selecting altimeter 1000 millibars.
Your radios.
I beg you to cross-check.
Your radios.
Logan 231, departure, radar contact, climb flight level 120.
Got it.
Aircraft 2180, descend altitude 3000 feet. The information is kilos and city
Roger, up to 12,000, Logan 231.
Descending to 3000 feet, 1029er, and information kilo transfer 20.
We want more to depart before I can get you westbound onto the area you want.
Altimeter.
Airspeed hold
River
on.
449,
Speed
090.
mode activated.
Are you sure?
0920,
High switch.
Contact 01, identify 3 miles to the
Autopilot
northeast of
on.
Elstree, flight information service only.
Autopilot enabled.
information go on.
Aircraft 2180, report localizer established.
Full report localizer established, friends 2180.
River 444, climb altitude 4000 feet.
Climb 4000 feet, River 444.
Golf Zulu Victor, what's your altitude now?
Zulu Victor 1650 feet, 1029.
Golf Juliet, Juliet Alpha November, identified 7 miles to the east of London City, flight information service. Onyx 06, traffic information for you.
Propellers
Robinson helicopter
set
just passing
80.
back to the eastbound along the river.
Well, line 06, roger. Our next target is actually inside the Heathrow zone. Could we transit to them 119.9?
No, you can't, because at the moment, if you want to get... Are you remaining east of Battersea?
We're remaining east of Battersea, yeah, over Hyde Park.
So that's my area then in that case. You can route towards Hyde Park, level at...
Reference 2180 is established localizer 28.
France 2180, roger, descend on the ILS, the city QNH is 1029.
Sending on the ILS 1029, reference 2180.
Now heading to London Control 120.17 today.
Okay, propellers 80. Torque 46. Propellers 80. Climb power set. VREF climb speed 84. Set altitude 12,000.
Police 25 Alpha, if available, we'd like to move west. Goodbye.
Correction. My control.
Police 25 Alpha,
Setting
westbound
altitude
cruise
for 12,000.
report on site.
Okay, confirm. Nav 2 course.
Sit nav 2 track 272.
270. Can't do better. Can you? Cap.
Tuning nav 2 radios gives us distance, ground speed and time on the KN62 AADM.
Tower 1807, reference to 180, bye bye.
Confirm, remember, I can't see anything else to affect you now. Squawk 7000, I suggest a free call takeoff at 122.8. Bye bye.
What's the weather?
Let me grab the latest Met report. Wind 10 at 10 knots. Sailing and visibility okay. You can tell it's raining. Cloud base is not reported. Dew is not reported. QNH 30.08 inches. Stated differently. 1019 milligrams.
Passing transition.
7060.
Set altimeters. QNH. Okay, cancel. Flow.
625 Alpha, thank you.
25 Alpha, if you're happy, I'll be taking time to right-hand orbit current location.
Makes me very happy, thanks.
Then Tomcat 01, just about to turn southbound, leave heading.
So BFR not above 2000 feet, maintaining DMC.
Got above 2,000, remaining DMC, go on.
Sonic 06, just let me know when you finish at Hyde Park.
Slightly above V reference climb. Torque pressure 46, we're a little high. Propellers 80, we're a little high. Just reduce that back down to 80 and monitoring T5. Monitoring T5 at all times. We need to keep that out of the red or we will get an engine fire. Engine fires and failures are fully modelled on this sim.
Wilco, Foxtrot Charlie.
Golf Foxtrot Charlie, the Senator manoeuvring about a mile and a half to the west of you at 1,500 feet. At 01 entering the city zone, radar control service.
Radar control 01.
Golf Foxtrot Charlie, when you get to the island of leave the city zone VFR your own navigation, not above 2,400 feet. What's your altitude now, sir?
1,500 on 1028, Foxtrot Charlie.
Thank you, report any change from that.
Wilco, Foxtrot. 10 stops in the Victor.
Golf Zulu Victor.
Finish our next site, which is at Ewell.
Golf Zulu Victor, roger. Report when you're ready to come back into the zone again.
Nav mode now, switch to GPS. Set nav 1 track 303.
Tomcat 01, there'll be a Fokker 50, just roll in from runway 28, they'll be turning right behind you, climbing to 3,000 feet.
Yeah, got a visual, Mum.
A helicopter Fox Charlie, request frequency change to begin approach on 129.40.
Helicopter Fox Charlie, roger, that's all approved. Just before you go, there is traffic to the east of you by about 5 miles. Southwestbound at 1,600 feet. Good
afternoon, Shamrock 854 with you, levelling 4,000 feet, heading 140, information Lima.
Good afternoon, continue heading 140, exit to the ILS runway 28. Your number 1, Lima, current 1028, the QNH
Setting
in London.
track 303, can't do better.
Set nav 2 track 303.
Setting nav 2 course 303.
Set 109.2 nav 1.
Nav 1. Dial 109.2.
Set 109.2 nav 2.
VOR 2 is set to 109.2.
Heading 140.
3,000 feet orienting right heading 140
So both navigation radios now tuned to Inverness.
Golf Zulu Victor traffic for you, a Robinson helicopter, 12 o'clock to you, range 2.5 miles.
Showing 57 minutes to Inverness, 67.7 miles.
It was indeed, sir.
Roger that, copy.
Shamrock 854, descend altitude 3,000 feet.
On GPS navigation. Climbing to 12,000,
information for you,
200 feet short, level out 12,000. Using the altitude hold facility of the autopilot, there's no VNAV.
Golf Zulu Victor, are you turning towards Biggin?
Negative, I'm just keeping big in
Altitude
the other traffic visual on my left.
Altitude. No, already activated.
My switch. Altitude hold on.
To begin Isabel, Bluebird 314, turn left heading 110.
Left heading 110, Bluebird 314.
Camrock 854,
Just
turn
overshot
right
that a
heading
bit.
180, base.
Right at 180, Camrock 854.
To the London control zone for you, all contact Heathrow 119.9.
119.9, got it.
Camrock 854, right heading 250. Close from the right, report localised for established.
Right at 250, report established, Camrock 854.
In the cruise.
Okay, Captain. Seatbelt signs switched off. No smoke lights off. Setting altimeter reference back to standard.
Landboard to leave heading 140. Information to Lima.
Copy 312 Golf.
May I ask you to cross-check?
Continue heading 140.
Cross-check.
Yes, hello?
Hi, just to let you know, we're in the cruise now.
We're heading 16 at the moment.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, that'll be fine. 140 from landboard, fine.
Okay, we're back at 180. Is that good or can we improve?
One to three.
Yes, Captain. Cabin, crew, 2, flight, deck.
London good afternoon, Virgin 007 is for the other
Did you need
1500
something?
feet, climbing
Skipper?
6,000, woven to Fox.
Yes, Captain, what can I do for you?
Maintain 6,000 feet,
One
please.
medium black coffee with no
6,000
sugar
FD
and a
restricted.
latte with no sugar. Some biscuits, please.
Okay, I'll bring those up in a sec.
You're a star. Thanks very much.
Many thanks.
One for the flight,
So,
hello, no
looking at the cruise
climb to
tables,
maintain altitude
maximum
6,000 feet.
cruise power
Climb to maintain
for
6,000
our
feet,
weight of
and 105.
£11,600 is 91%. NP propellers at 2,000. I'm just adjusting those propellers.
Bluebird 313, contact London City Tower 118.007, bye-bye.
Which gives us 2,000 RPM on the props.
Bluebird 495, descend altitude 3,000 feet, then on the ILS.
3,000, 1029, further on the ILS, establish on the localizer, room 195.
46.
Golf Juliet Tango outside the city zone again now, north about
Total pressure.
2,400 feet, limited radar information service.
Thank you, thanks so much. We'll stay at 2,000 miles.
Okay.
Temporary dark, good morning, Delta Charlie.
So maximum cruise power
Golf
10.
Lima X-ray, do you intend to route through the wing and overhead?
Battalion Romeo
According to the tables, that gives us a speed of
1,500 feet going into the Swan area to
182.
do some photographs, and we'll stay below 1,500 feet. We're just coming over Branch Hatch at the moment.
Negative, that was not for you, turn. That was Golf Bravo Foxtrot Lima.
Scottish. On 119.87. Scottish. Logan 231 is with you at flight level 120.
Logan 231, Scottish Control, roger.
Good afternoon, flight level 29 is reaching and maintaining speed with 5.
DHL 6220, contact approach 128.97.
Approach 128.97 DHL 6220.
Beaver 175 to London 13557. Bye-bye.
So approaching our waypoint Roanoke, which is the GPS waypoint, and then we'll turn to Inverness. Track Inverness on 013 magnetic.
2193, maintaining flight level street.
1. ADF
Bye-bye.
13112, good idea, ma'am.
ADF 1320.0.
Correction 328.
ADF 1328.0.
That's Inverness, NDB. We're not in range.
Virgin 19, civil navigation now.
Approaching Roanoke intersection.
I think you're Virgin 19.
Then we'll reset the GPS. Set nav 1 track to 013. Set nav 1 track 013.
Selected 013.
Set nav 2 track 013.
Continue on the heading.
Setting nav 2 course 013.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So just to recap on our maximum cruise power settings by looking at 91%, giving us 2000 RPM.
9943, report radar heading now to
46
bye-bye.
torque setting.
Yeah, well, I see.
So our reference figures are actually pretty good. Actually got 191 knots ground speed. 91%, 2000 RPM on the props, and 46 torque pressure. That's at 12,000 feet, and as I explained previously, 12,000 feet is roughly the best altitude for the Twin Otter. Twin Otter engines performing best around about 12 to 14,000 feet. As we climb higher, the jet engine comes into its own, and the propeller loses efficiency. So we strike a happy compromise. Beyond 16,000, the airspeed at maximum cruise power drops off steadily.
Bravo 8080, flight level 100.
Bravo 8080, Scottish Control, roger. Resume own navigation.
Resume own navigation. Bravo.
Got 12 minutes now to
Virgin
inwards,
5 is the navigation.
and then we'll turn to our next waypoint, Bravo Foxtrot Delta, DB on the Isle of Skye, to setting on our heading of 260, which will set the nav 1 track manually to 260. We're on GPS navigation, the heading will automatically switch to 260. Oh, we seem to have lost that horrible weather for now. We've left it behind in Dundee.
One 9, continue with Scottish Control now 129.22. Bye-bye.
Scottish 129.22, 19, good.
Just to recap, the icing feature of the Aerosoft Twin Otter Extended is fully modelled, and in the pop-up screen here we have a structural ice build-up little block graph table. At the moment it's 0% because we have all the anti-ice systems on. Without those, this structural ice build-up is quite dramatic, and also windshield ice builds up very rapidly. We've got the windshield heater. It's modelled very well indeed. Without anti-ice and windshield heater, you will be blind and quite heavy with ice. Nice feature, well modelled.
Margot.
Set nav 1 track 258.
Navigation to Margot.
Okay, confirm track
258. Set nav 1 track 258.
Selected track 258.
Set nav 2 track 258.
Setting nav 2 course 025.
With the Cliff Ops Papa navigation
Correction, nav 2 track 258.
Nav 2 course 258.
Choppy.
Roger that. Check altitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we're experiencing turbulence, the captain has switched on the seatbelt signs. Please return to your seat and ensure that your seatbelt remains fastened until the sign has been switched off. Thank you.
Channel 9 Whiskey, contact London 131.12, goodbye.
12, bye-bye, 9 Whiskey. Runner Control, good morning.
Looks like we've got some QNIM up ahead.
KLM 626, good morning, direct to calls.
What's the weather?
Direct calls, KLM 626.
Let me grab the latest Met report. Wind 10 at 10 knots. Sailing and visibility okay. As you can see, it's raining. Cloud base is not reported. Dew point is not reported. QNH29.43 inches. I mean 997 millibars.
Reach 6019, thank you. Direct to calls. Thank you. Continue on present heading, report the heading.
Roger, maintaining 300.
Bad weather back with us.
Good morning, Midland 3.
Can we head out west towards the Isle of Skye?
Midland 3 November Lima, thank you. Climb flight level 330. whiskey level at this time. Maintaining this, heading into 310, requesting 350, 5275. That's copy, thank you.
Choppy.
Roger that. Check altitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we're experiencing turbulence, the captain has switched on the seatbelt signs. Please return to your seat and ensure that your seatbelt remains fastened until the sign has been switched off. Thank you.
350 cruise. Yankee. Remain.
Centre Logan 231. Request direct to Bravo Romeo Romeo.
Scottish Logan 231. Request direct Bravo Romeo Romeo.
Logan 231, cleared direct, Bravo, Romeo, Romeo.
Cleared direct Bravo Romeo Romeo. Logan 231.
Woodland 3 November Lima, approaching level 330, requesting
Thank you.
370 for the crew.
Need to get round this weather. I
3
don't
November
fancy
Lima, climb level
queuing him and all that.
370, Midland 3 November Lima.
That's very kind from you.
Don't mention it.
No worries, at your service.
Pakistan 762, resume navigation at Otteringham.
Direct to Otteringham, Pakistan 762.
KLM 626, contact London 128.12, goodbye.
12812, KLM 626, bye-bye.
Bye. 28.12 for reach 019.
Set nav on track 224.
Selected track 224.
Set nav on track 224.
Setting track 224. It was in fact selected.
Set nav 2 track 224.
Setting nav 2 course 224.
Level 330, reach 275.
Okay, we're direct to Barra.
Jet 25 Charlie, contact Scottish now 129.22, goodbye.
Logan 231, do you show yourself on the airway? I show you drifting off course. Fly heading 260 degrees until receiving suitable for navigation. Proceed direct when able.
Fly heading 260 degrees. Logan 231.
50.
Set heading 260.
Logan
Setting
231.
heading 260.
You're off your far route to flight again.
Heading mode
Fly
out.
heading 265.
Heading mode
until
already
receiving suitable
enabled.
for navigation.
My switch.
Proceed direct when able.
Fly heading 265. Logan 231.
Set heading 265.
KLM 664,
Selected
contact London
heading
128.12, goodbye.
2812, KLM 664. Good.
Thank you.
That's very kind from you.
Well, there's just an NDB at Barra, so we may be a little too distant for that, but we can tune it in anyway.
Dial 316.0.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
So we're navigating on GPS direct to Barra with NDB as the backup.
Tango 69173. Do you have the latest Echo Golf Papa Romeo weather? Which approach are you requesting?
Logan 231. Negative.
Echo Golf Papa Romeo India with 020 at 10. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds. View 3600. Scattered to 5000. Temperature 1H. Viewpoint 12. QNH 998. Landing and departing runway 07.
Logan 231. Request visual.
Logan 231. Roger. You can expect that.
Wilco.
3-1. No time advisory. Pilot must assume responsibility for obstruction clearance for arrivals into this airport. Remain not less than 1,000 feet above or aside from terrain at all times. If feasible, maintain flight level 80.
Maintain flight level 80. Logan 231.
Okay, in anticipation of that, we'll set our altitude reminder to 8,000. Set altitude 8,000. high switch. Set ADF 108.1.
Confirm. Frequency. OK. Confirm.
108.1.
What? Beg your pardon, sir. Confirm. Frequency. Captain. Confirm.
108.1.
Cheers. Nav 108.1.
Set nav to 108.1.
VOR 2 108.1.
Thank you.
That's very kind from you.
So we've reset the radios to Benbecula 108.1. That's our alternate airport in case we can't get in at Barra. And as you can see, unfortunately, we have no DME on the Benbecula VOR.
We will maintain flight level 50. Report the field in sight.
Maintain flight level 50. Logan 231.
Setting the altitude advisory to 5,000. Okay, 15 nautical miles approximately from Barra, I'll start the descent. Aim for 1,000 feet per minute. Descent profile.
Descent. Fuel quantity and select position. Hydraulic pressure check. Caution lights check. Anti-ice as required. Captain. Seatbelt signs switched on. No smoke lights selected on. Landing lights on as per command. Taxi lights on. Altimeters set to 992. My side. Get altimeter setting on. ATC. Captain. Radar altimeter set at 300 MDA. Your landing briefing ready for approach. Checklist.
Set decision height 300.
Setting decision height 300.
Thank you.
No worries. At your service.
Flight attendants will now walk through the cabin security line.
Okay, descent brief. There'll be a left seat landing. Landing at Barra on the beach. Runway 5. Be a 40 flat landing. Manoeuvring 80. Reference 70. If there's anything you don't like on the approach, call go around. Go around will set torque at 50. Flaps 10. Props fully forward. We'll make a right turn, circle the island and discuss the problem. Any questions?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Forget it.
Okay, on the GPS, we've got 15 nautical miles to Barra, so we'll commence the descent. Autopilot off.
Confirm. Autopilot off, Captain.
Yep. So throttle right back. We bring the props fully forward. Looking for a rate of descent that doesn't upset the passengers. Of 1,000. Speed hold on. High switch. Autopilot on. Using speed hold in order to achieve a vertical speed of 1,000 feet per minute. Still with heading on and autopilot.
Logan 231, radar service terminated. Contact tower 126.95.
Tower on 126.95, yours.
My radios. Over to tower.
OK, confirm. Frequency.
126.95.
I act as if I haven't heard anything. Skipper.
Select. Radio 1, 126.95.
Come 126.95.
Barra Tower, Logan 231 is with you, descending to 5,000.
Logan 231 tower, winds 025 at 10. Descend to altitude 2,300 feet. Report the field in sight.
Roger, descend to 2,300 and report field in sight, Logan 231. Setting altitude 2,300.
taxi forward. OK, confirm. Altitude.
2,300.
Onto the runway. Thank you. Setting altitude 2,300.
That's just an advisory. Obviously we've no VNAV in this aircraft.
United 921, give way to the British Airways 767 from the left after he departs, line up 27 right.
Okay, we'll give way to another British Airways, United 921.
Turkish 1980, hold in block 132.
Easy 639, fly runway heading, climb altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1002.
Okay, fly runway heading, climb altitude 4,000 feet, 1002, easy 639.
Easy 639, correct, contact Manchester Control 128.0.
Tower Logan 231, field in sight.
Logan 231 cleared, visual approach.
Roger, cleared visual, Logan 231. Your radios.
Easy 639, fly runway heading, climb altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1002.
Okay, fly runway heading, climb altitude 4,000 feet, 1002, easy 639.
Easy 639, correct, contact Manchester Control 128.0.
Speed check. Flaps 10 selected.
Choppy.
Roger that. Check altitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we're experiencing turbulence, the captain has switched on the seatbelt signs. Please return to your seat and ensure that your seatbelt remains fastened until the sign has been switched off. Thank you.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30 selected.
Flaps 40.
Flaps 40 selected. Flaps set. Captain, what's the active runway? That's 1,000 feet above ground.
Runway 5. Correction 7 on the beach. Landing continue.
Landing. Roger. Runway. Steering center. Yaw. Damp.
Yes,
off.
go ahead.
Flaps set.
Hi,
as
Captain.
required.
Cabin is ready for
check
landing.
propeller. Levers.
Yes, copy that. Thanks very much for your help.
472, report your stand.
Gem stand 05, Mike, ready for departure.
Tanks 472, standby brake, Gem 05, Mike, hold position.
Landing. Confirmed.
X472, taxi uniform, holding point Alpha 2.
Continue.
Number 4 tower, hello, it's RAPEX 761 with you, localize, established 7.2.
Minimums.
RAPEX 630, clear to land, 210 degrees 19.
Landing. Confirmed.
RAPEX 630. RAPEX 761, continue approach 1 ahead, 210 degrees 19. Continue ramping 75. Captain 05 Mike, after landing F27, line up runway 27.
For landing F27, line up 05 Mike.
Back 761, there's one ahead to land and one to depart before you.
761.
Security 22, hold position.
Logan 231, turn off at the next high speed and hold. Contact ground 122.7 when runway is clear.
Roger, turn off the next high speed. Not on the beach though. And hold. Logan 231.
$500 feet.
Hide ATC window.
500 feet. Minimums. Minimums.
Landing continue.
Manchester 124.2.
Clean up, please.
Clean up, flow, Captain. Engine, anti-ice, 1, 2, off as per command. Fiddling with petty things at this stage is not good airmanship. All air bleed valves selected off. This is the wrong time for taxi lights on as per command. Strobe lights switched off after landing. Done, Captain.
Thank you.
That's very
Ladies
kind.
and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely. This will be your indication that it is safe to move around the cabin to gather your belongings and to depart. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and we hope to see you once again on the
Flex 761, vacate right, taxi to Victor. Security 20, roger. Chapter 05 Mike, contact Manchester 124.2 bye.
1242, chapter 05 Mike, next.
Thanks 472, clear takeoff, 200 degrees 18.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain...
Chapter 42 Mike, vacate next right, enter the apron of Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, next.
Manchester 142 miles down, number 1 departing 210 degrees 20. Sound 250, clear takeoff 210 degrees 19.
Parking brake set.
Tap 250, clear.
Shut down engine 2.
Skipper, confirm. Engine shut down.
Yep.
Cheers. Shutting down the engine. 2.
Shut down engine 1.
Okay, confirm. Engine shut down.
27 crash gate across the
Cheers.
stop.
Engine shut down. 1.
Jersey 4831, heavy clearance. Jersey 4831, cleared to Exeter. Wrexham 2 Tango departure. Squawk 5031, expect Manchester 124.2. Clear to land
Set.
runway
Thrust.
27,
Lever.
190
Idle.
degrees,
Generator.
15
1. Selected.
170
Off. Generator. 2. Off as per command. I can't believe what I just heard. Boss, are you kidding me, sir? Captain.
Oh, thank you.
Just give me a moment. Yep, listening, Captain. You are welcome to release the brakes. The ground GPU is getting connected.
09.
Can't wait for that. Opening the doors. Skipper.
Avionics selected off. Deactivated. DC master disarmed.
Go ahead.
Captain, all slides are disarmed.
Okay, you can let some fresh air in. Go ahead and open the doors now.
Okay, we've got it. Thanks.
Mr. 124.2. Jersey 4831, 124.2, good night.